MAO speakership debate continues. The race for Speaker of Parliament is intensifying, and now two distinct voices are shaping the national conversation. Abdu Katuntu says Chairman NORBET MAO faces a complex political balancing act. MAO sits on the government side of parliament, yet members of his own Democratic Party sit in opposition. The reality alone creates tension. Katuntu argues that this is not ordinary contest. It is about political alignment and loyalty. If MAO becomes speaker, where does his primary allegiance lie? With the government he works alongside or with the party elite? The speaker's office demands impartiality. Once elected, the holder of that position is expected to rise above partisan politics and preside fairly over the House. But Katuntu's point is clear. Politics does not disappear simply because one occupies the chair. So the debate shifts in a fundamental question. Should party loyalty come first when choosing the next Speaker of Parliament, or should the role automatically override political affiliation? That is the first speaker in this unfolding debate.
The Honorable Chairman MAO, very brilliant and very good friend of mine, has had a big challenge. You know, he has been seated on the side of government, and his party members have been seated opposite. and when he stands up and says, for example, you people in the opposition, and that is pointing to some of his party members. So it's a very difficult position he's in, actually both legally and politically. So is he the sort of person you would want now to say, okay, now you are the speaker, irrespective of his party position? Two, I think parties now, even if it was in the national unity platform, would want to have what they call loyalty. So you people who are aspiring, my sister Lydia, the first thing will be loyalty to your own party. Who of these is more loyal to the party? That's the first, before you do anything beyond it. And what do you expect a speaker to deliver on?
A political analyst offers a different angle. He argues the discussion may be missing the bigger issue entirely. According to him, focusing solely on who becomes speaker risks ignoring structural reality within parliament. The concern, he says, is whether parliament today has sufficient independence to exercise meaningful checks and balance.
Even the debate about who becomes the speaker, who doesn't become, does not add much value to the political discourse in our country, because the institution, in any case, if Lydia here, in the unfortunate event that she becomes speaker, especially now that chooses to be on the side of the people, Museveni can easily have her impeached if he wants. So the parliament as an institution, I think, can play a very, very minimal role in the execution of its mandate of checks and balances, because it is squarely under captivity. And the debate of who becomes the speaker, who doesn't become the speaker, it is not of significant importance to the political discourse.
Critics have long argued that strong party discipline and executive dominance limits how freely parliament can operate. If those structural constraints remain, then the individual occupying the speaker's chair may have limited influence, no matter how competent or experienced they are. In that sense, the debate becomes less about NORBET MAO, the individual, and more about the strength of the institution itself. Is this a personality contest, or is it a test of Uganda's parliamentary independence? Supporters highlight MAO's legal background and negotiation experience. Skeptics focus on his political positioning, and institutional critics say reform must go beyond the individual. Two speakers, two perspectives, one critical decision ahead. The debate is on. Let us know what you think.